Hi, I'm Amanda, and welcome to my very first ever vlog. I am planning to take you guys through my journey of pregnancy and beyond. So I figured we could have our 1 cup of coffee and chat about different things and then just see where it goes from there. So I am 25 weeks and 2 days pregnant with my first child, and I am 36 years old. So, as you can probably tell, it has been a very, very long, stressful, and somewhat heartbreaking journey to get here. I know a lot of people have been through much worse, and a lot of people have been through the same thing as us. So, if there's anybody out there at all that I can even help just a little bit with taking away some of that pressure or some of that pain even from this journey, I would love that. So again, I am pregnant and home because the nature of my profession is very dangerous for this virus. So my OB has recommended that I stay home. So I figured, why not? My best friend had suggested that I make a vlog and take people through this process. So I thought, you know what? She's right. It'll be fun. And we'll try to make it fun and light. And I mean, there may be some times that things get talked about that are not so light. But you know, here we are. And so I thought for today, we would start with the absolute and total myth of that pregnancy glow that some people get, and they make you feel like everyone gets it, but they lied. So let me set this down. With girls, maybe, but we're having a boy, and apparently they turn you into a preteen boy with all the extra testosterone that you get through your pregnancy. So it's a lot of fun. And so for me, when people tell me that I'm glowing, I'm like, oh, you're seeing the rosacea and the red spots from the pregnancy acne. So yeah, it's very fun. It's definitely a little bit of a disappointment. That part of it's been a little bit of a disappointment, especially towards the beginning of the second trimester, because it was really hard to cover it with makeup. And so like today I don't have any on, so it's really not that bad right now. But I'm creeping up on my third trimester, so I would hope it's not that bad right now. But I will say, at the beginning, it was very disheartening because there would be red spots like everywhere, and foundation did not cover it, didn't touch it at all. So you would just see like makeup and like red spots. With that being said, though, I wouldn't trade that part of it for anything because, you know, it's all part of it. But I will let you know that not everybody experiences this pregnancy glow that everyone loves to talk about. Another thing that has been kind of interesting is you get restless leg syndrome, or at least I have, and I know I've heard it from a lot of people that are pregnant that they get it, but that's not something people really tell you about. So that's one of the reasons why they say it's so difficult to get good sleep at night. But nobody really talks about it. So that was a fun one to find out, kind of not really on my own, but just to find out, like, you know, at night trying to go to sleep, and you're like, what is going on? Why are my legs moving everywhere? And it's crazy because it's like you have leg cramps and things like that you just didn't really expect. There are some really great products out there though, and maybe in another video I can talk about some different products and things like that I've been using. And of course, I do a lot of research on my products before I purchase anything because, again, first time mom at my age, I don't want to take any chances or any risks on using anything that's going to be unsafe for the baby. So that's another thing with the pregnancy acne that's a lot of fun. There's not a lot out there that you can use. At least in the first trimester, there's not a lot of like safe over-the-counter products. You have to pretty much like look for the most natural products. And honestly, the best thing that I found that worked for me when it was really bad was coconut oil, which sounds really counterproductive to feeling like you're breaking out all over your face. But the coconut oil is really good at being an anti-inflammatory. So it helps a ton. And then, oh, another really fun thing. And again, I never really explained to you guys what I do for a living, but I'm a dental hygienist. And I could not brush my teeth at the beginning of my pregnancy without literally just putting the toothpaste like right in the front of my mouth. I would like throw up. It's insane. And it's really hard to explain until you experience it yourself. Because I had a friend of mine a long time ago that told me that she knew she was pregnant because her toothpaste made her sick. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense at all. And now I understand that. So for you out there, if you're trying or even not trying to get pregnant and all of a sudden your toothpaste makes you want to throw up, you might be pregnant. So again, I don't think that happens to everyone by any means, but it definitely was a major side effect for me. And I thought, how am I going to go and talk to my patients and be worried about like my breath? Because I literally could not brush my teeth for like more than like a couple seconds, and then I'd have to rinse everything out and then start over. It was a process. It took me like 4 minutes to get through a 2-minute process. And so that was really odd. I don't know. And then also coffee made me really nauseous at the beginning of my pregnancy. So I didn't think I was going to really even be able to drink it. That's definitely changed, but I don't get to have very much of it. So some days I have it, some days I don't. I still try to limit the amount of caffeine that I'm getting. And yeah, so that being said, I feel like maybe we could do a little walk around. I don't know if I want to show you guys the nursery yet. Maybe a little, like a quick sneak peek. Can I flip the camera? Let's see. Nope. I don't think it'll let me. And I'll show you guys the nursery. But let me just end on this note. It has been a really long time for us going through this process. And I know that there's a lot of people out there, again, that maybe never even make it this far. And we're not through this by any means. Like, that's another thing that always has me on edge. And I don't want to say like I'm scared, but again, first child, I have no idea what to expect. And there's a lot of misconceptions out there, a lot of misinformation. And so you have to be really careful where you get your information from, what you're listening to. You get a lot of weird information from family, friends, but you also get a lot of really good information from those people too. So you just have to know that middle of the road, what to pick and choose, where you're hearing it from or what you're getting. So even if you hear something from me that you maybe don't like or, don't agree with, or you want to figure out if there's more to it, more power to you. I'm just going to go through what I've experienced, and maybe if it helps somebody along their journey, I'm really grateful for that. Because there's a lot of things that we went through that I would absolutely 100% like to save someone from. We had a really bad experience through this whole process. So I can just say without a shadow of a doubt that, I don't know how I want to word it. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, though, that if I could save somebody from the little bit of financial heartache or just literal heartache, I'm really glad for that. So thanks for being here and listening to the nonsense that came out of my mouth today. And if you plan to stick around, there will be a lot more funny videos and content and baby products and a lot of other things, because we are going through this in a very different time right now. And my first baby shower got canceled, so weird things are coming to the house every day, and that'll be fun. So we can do like unboxings and things like that too. So stick around.